Hey guys, my name's Masterclass and I'm an author, personal development and mindset coach. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If not, well, welcome back. On this channel, I share all the things I love, like spirituality, personal development, and the law of attraction. In today's video, I want to talk about something that's been going around. You've probably heard it here and there, but it kind of does go hand in hand with the law of attraction, and that is the law of assumption. This is something that Neville Goddard spoke about and something I highly believe in. Even before I even knew what the law of assumption was, when I started hearing about it, I'm like, well, yeah, it really does go hand in hand with the law of attraction. And I personally believe it is so much more powerful. Now, with the law of attraction, it basically speaks about like attracts like, your thoughts become your reality. And you can say affirmations and manifest things into being by believing something will come into fruition and acting as if it's already done. Well, with the law of assumption, that's basically the same thing. The law of assumption is assuming the best possible outcome that you want to be done is done. I personally don't think there's so much of a difference with it. The law of assumption is probably a lot more logical and a lot clearer for people to understand if you're not so into the whole woo-woo and everything about the law of attraction as some people might seem to think. So with the law of assumption, I believe it's something a lot easier to get a grasp on, especially if you are one of those people that don't quite get what the law of attraction is. I'm speaking from personal experience because I myself have been living the law of assumption since I found out about the law of attraction, which was about 10 years ago. And even still to this day, the things that I assumed back then have come into being or are coming into fruition. So if you didn't already know, I do have another YouTube channel. It's Masterclass. You can check it out. I started that like 5 years ago, except now I've started this channel not too long ago because this is really talking about things completely different to my other channel, which is all like fitness and travel and whatnot. But with the law of assumption, I know whatever you assume to come to your reality will be. So for me personally, I assumed ages ago, 5 years ago when I first started online, I assumed that I was going to help so many people around the world overcome their self-limiting beliefs, their subconscious blocks, and get out of that mindset that I was once stuck in, and that was broke, struggling, lacking in self-love, just struggling in life, and everything seemed to be hard. I wanted to crack the code of how life could be easy. And also, while I was doing that, I was sharing my journey along the way. Back then, I just assumed that I would be able to write. I started blogging actually, and I just assumed my writing was going to help so many people. I had no idea about anything online or what to do or anything, but I just assumed that that was what was going to happen. Fast forward now, 5 years later, I'm a best-selling author and I have had my articles published in magazines, newspapers, and I've been on TV all around the world. And it all started with that belief of assuming that that was going to be my reality. And even, 5 years ago when I first started on this journey, I wanted to be a six-figure earner. I was so not a six-figure earner at that point, and I just wanted to manifest 10 grand a month. Now I'm doubled that, but in saying that, I just assumed that I was going to be a success and I was going to be a six-figure earner. Didn't quite know how that was going to happen and wasn't stuck on the how or whys or any of that, because once you do that, your mind can get the best of you and then you start doubting and then start questioning things, and if things aren't logical and doesn't make sense, then it kind of throws you off track. But I always held that belief that I was going to earn six figures. I think in the 3D world, it is a lot easier to assume something when we have things happening that affirms that that is possible. I know for me that to earn six figures, it became super apparent it was going to happen the first time I ever made 8.5 grand in 1 month. As soon as that happened, I automatically then believed that I was going to make 10 grand a month. And not even a month or two after that, I did. I made 10 grand a month. And as soon as I did that, I thought, if I can do this once, I can do this over and over again. And I did. And I do. And now that's just the way it is. But I think when you have something that affirms to you that it can become your reality, and proves to you that it is possible, then all of a sudden your manifestations seem to come quicker and a lot more at ease, especially because you really just need to believe. Hence why I know I speak about it all the time if you've seen any of my videos, but the secret of having the law of assumption actually work is for you to actually know and believe it with all your heart that that is what's going to happen regardless of anything before that. And that's why I always talk about it is so important to heal, because once we heal, we learn to really love ourselves. We then start to become worthy. We'll believe we're worthy, because the fact of the matter is we are all worthy of whatever it is we want. But once we start to heal and work with our inner child and face our shadow self and do the work by really getting out all that clutter and removing all those limiting beliefs and subconscious blocks that are holding us back, then our manifestations will come a lot faster. That way, when you are using the law of attraction or the law of assumption and you're assuming the best possible outcome of whatever it is that you want, you actually believe it. That's the missing piece, because it's so easy to just assume something or think of something or create thoughts in your mind of the things that you want or what you want to happen. But if you don't believe it, you are blocking your manifestation from coming. And if you don't believe it deep down, then the law of assumption is not going to work. But it really is that simple. I encourage you, if you haven't started to do the work and you're wondering why the law of attraction and the law of assumption is not working for you, I encourage you to take a deeper look into yourself to think, what is it that is holding you back from believing that this is possible? I myself do one-on-one coaching because this is something I'm so passionate in. If I had known all the stuff I know now, my 10-year journey into manifestations and creating my reality would not have been a 10-year journey. But now I'm so passionate in helping other people because I just want to make that journey and transition a lot easier for you. So I do work with your inner child. I help people remove subconscious blocks and their limiting beliefs and everything that is holding them back from being able to attract and live the life that they desire. I posted a link down below if you want to know more about that. I hope this video clarifies a little bit more for you of what the law of assumption is and how powerful it really can be. The trick is to just learn to believe the best possible outcome and whatever it is you want. And if you can wholeheartedly believe that it is done and that is what's going to happen, it will be yours. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you do enjoy this kind of content. If you've had experiences as well with the law of assumption, I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment down below. Plus, it helps others also be encouraged at the fact that this stuff really does work. But yes, until next time, guys.